I finished my book. Hello, my name is Jo and welcome back to my channel. So this week's video is going to be a little bit of mood reading throughout the week just because I don't really know what I want to pick up. So the first book that I am going to start with is called The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year by Ali Carter. Now, I did cheat a little bit. I am a little over halfway through with this. I just honestly didn't have time or really the willpower to pick up the camera just because like it's been such a crazy week and the elections and I've just been really feeling a lot of things. So I didn't pick up the camera, but also I read a lot of this at work because it was so slow. So I read about like 100 and like maybe 20 pages at work. I couldn't really film there. But I am gonna film today. So this is meant to be like a cozy Christmas mystery, and so far it's totally delivering. I don't feel like it's overly Christmas because I've recently found that I don't love books that are super themed with holidays. I just find them a little bit cringy and like the story and the plot line kind of falls flat a little bit for me. But with this one, I'm having the best time. I don't want to say too much just because I'm not finished with it, and I also want to give you all my thoughts once I finish reading. But I am going to make coffee, eat breakfast, and then I do have to go pick up a few things at the store because I freaking hurt my foot, so I need to go get like little jelly pads. But after, we have a reading date. I got to a really good part. Oh my god, I can't believe I stopped reading at that part. Wow, willpower. Okay, so I really love both of the characters, but I just love men written by women. Women just get it. We just get it, don't we? This book is making me giddy. I love it. Okay, so I finished. I personally really liked this book. I think it's super fast paced, super bingeable. The chapters are short. Like I mentioned previously, it's like academic rivals to lovers. Towards the end there, it did get a bit insta-lovey, but I honestly didn't mind it because I think the plot and the storyline was really well done. I really loved the pacing of it. I love how in and out of the story we were. I can't really explain that too much without spoiling it, but it was just really clever, and I honestly had no idea who was gonna be like the guilty one at the end of the story because I felt like everybody had motive. I think the blurb says it's like Knives Out, and I would 100% agree with that. I think that the Christmas element in this was just like perfect. It wasn't overly done, and I can't express that enough. I just think it was like super cozy and perfect. Really like the characters. They're really fun, but also real. I feel like they also dealt with like real life things without it outshining the story and the plot. I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars. I really liked it. I highly recommend it. I think a lot of people are really gonna like this one. Okay, I actually downloaded an Ember in the Ashes on Libby as well so I could follow along, just because it is a fantasy book and I cannot just listen to a fantasy book, like I also have to follow along. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm icing my foot, but after this I'm gonna go to sleep, so I can't promise that I'll give you an update because honestly I'm like 2 seconds away from just like, you know. Hi besties. So I came to the coffee shop because I want to, one, drink a hot coffee because it's actually cold in Texas today, and two, I want to read. I actually did end up reading more of my audiobook, which I also have from Libby on my Kindle because I just needed to follow along. I'm really liking it so far. I'm about like 20% in. It's so like go, which I really appreciate because sometimes in fantasy books like there's a lot of world building and sometimes it gets a little bit like slow. I do not feel this way at all. I feel like the world building is really digestible, and I'm really just eating it up. It's so fun. Literally spilled a drink all over me. I'm taking my mom a matcha and I spilled it all over my sweater, and I'm like, are you kidding? This is one of my favorite sweaters. You can't really see it, but one of my best friends, Megan, got this for me last year, and it's literally my most prized possession. It has like Mickey and like Santa themed it's Christmas theme. I just love this color and I love this sweater. I love that I'm matching her and it's just really comfortable. And I brought it out today. But anyways, my coffee date was amazing. My hot latte was so good. I've been wanting a hot drink for so long, but it's always so hot here that I'm like, I can't have hot coffee when it's like disgusting outside. Like I just feel like coffee doesn't hit the same. But when it's nice and like cold, it hits so much harder, I feel like. I did get to the 25% mark on my book. I'm really, really enjoying it. I love fantasy. I just feel like right now where I'm at, like it seems like the romance is going to be a subplot, and lately that's just what I've been craving, because sometimes like I feel like I've overdone it with the romance. So I just want like a little bit more plot and less romance, and just have like little tiny bits of like romance sprinkled into the book, and I just feel like that's kind of what I need at the moment. Now I'm gonna go to the grocery store because I'm making soup and I need some ingredients, and then I'm gonna buy some Olipop. I really want the apple crisp Olipop because I don't have any anymore, and I'm running low on sparkling water, so I need to get that. And I think that's it, actually. Then we can spend the rest of the day reading. Also, the urge to buy these books is like so strong, but I have a rule for myself. I don't always follow it, but I, for the most part, do. Is I do not buy books that I haven't read before. Like I try to always read them through Libby or Spotify, do an audiobook, Hoopla, and then if I really love it, then I buy it, because I don't want books on my bookshelf that are like, blah, that I don't love, you know? And I do have a lot of books that get sent to me, but like, you know, I'm not buying those, so it's fine. But I'm like, I think I'm gonna love this. I think I need to buy it. It's only $8. I decided I'm gonna finish this book. Depending how I feel, then I'll buy the books. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. I need something to hold my Kindle. I need one of those Kindle holders. I always said I would never get one because it's like so lazy. Who am I kidding? So I got out of work a while ago, but I went to a thrift store with my coworkers. It was really cute in there. I didn't find anything. But then I wanted to get soup from Chili's. And the wait was like 40 minutes. I said absolutely not. So I just ordered a gluten-free pizza from Domino's. And I'm just waiting for that. But I thought I would give you a little reading update, because last night my camera died. And then this morning I didn't have time to film because I was like trying to rush. I wanted to get to the coffee shop because I was getting coffee with my coworker before. And the coffee shop is always so busy, like at 12, and I was almost late to work. So I just didn't have time to like film anything. And I really wanted to, because we both look so cute today and I wanted to film our outfits, but maybe another day. So I am currently like 40% in. I'm on part 2, which is the trials of the book that I'm reading, which is called An Ember and Ashes. I have it on my Kindle. I actually just ordered the paperback because I decided that I really do like the book. I'm really liking it. If you guys don't want to eyeball read this, I highly recommend the audio, but for me personally, I feel like I have to either be... Well, like when I got started, I felt like I had to be following along, but like now I feel like I know what's happening, so I can listen to the audio on its own. Like today when I was getting ready, I just listened to the audio and it was fine. But I feel like everything is so fast paced and it's just go, 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 and like so many things are happening, and I love that. I think I also mentioned this last night, but I can't remember. I was not anticipating how brutal and violent it was going to be, because it's a YA series, and most of the time things are just kind of like mellow, or like the conflict isn't really like that intense. It's like, you know, there. But these are super, super high stakes, and like I honestly would look at trigger warnings before I start if you want to read this, because it deals with like heavy subjects. Like the girl's a slave right now, and I'm like what? But it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. Something crazy happened where I stopped, and it was literally at the end of the chapter, and I was about to go into work, so I was like, no! So basically that's my reading update. I will tell you more as I get further along. I still have a pretty big chunk. I think I have like, I don't even know how many hours left, because it's a long book. I still have 9 hours left, and I'm listening to this at kind of like a fast speed. I'm at 2x. That's like the max I can do, especially because they have like a British accent. I think it's a British accent. And I can't go faster than that, but yeah, I'm really loving it. I think that a lot of people would actually really like this fantasy series. I'm eating it up. There's 3 more books. Love, love, love. But I'm gonna go get my food. I will see you guys later and give you more of my thoughts as I continue reading. Okay, so I literally got home stuffed my face with pizza, and then one of my best friends, Megan, called me, and we were just chatting and catching up because we hadn't FaceTimed. Well, actually, that's a lie. We did FaceTime earlier this week, but we just didn't FaceTime for a long time. She got me this for my birthday last year. It's one of my favorite pieces of clothing. I just felt like I needed to address this because I'm going to wear this so often. I'm pretty sure I wore this last night too when I was recording, and all day yesterday. So yeah, I love this sweater. It's literally like a comfort shirt for me. But anyways, my friends from Bookstagram, Jordan and Izzy, texted me. I will link their Instagrams. It's Reading with Jordan and Reading with Rosie. I love these girls. They texted me because they're with some other Booksta girls, Gabby and Lena, and they were all watching my video together, and it literally makes me want to cry because I feel like the Bookstagram community is just so supportive, and I've met some wonderful people on there, and it just always amazes me that people actually care about what I have to say, because for the longest time I didn't want to make a Bookstagram because I was like, I don't feel like I'm like eloquent enough. I feel like I don't express myself in like these great passages, like no one's ever gonna listen to me, and it's just so sweet that they're watching. Anyways, that's them watching my video together, and I just think it's the cutest thing in the entire world. I got 2 pictures and it just made me so happy. It made me want to cry, honestly. But I said, Joe, reel it in, relax. Anyways, hi girls. Hi Lena, hi Gabby, hi Jordan, hi Izzy. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, I have one more chapter that I want to read because it's only 6 minutes long. But I did want to say really quickly, I do have 2 characters that I really like other than like our main characters, and it's Kian, I think that's his name, and Izzy. One of them is like a resistance fighter and the other one is a slave. And I'm scared. I'm like, please don't let anything bad happen to Izzy. I feel like something bad's gonna happen. But also, I have no idea who's supposed to be with who. Like, I have no idea. Like, I think I have an idea, but then I'm thrown for a loop. Anyways, this is intense. It's brutal, like I said before. The stakes are so freaking high, which keeps you so interested. I do feel like this fantasy book is probably one of the most political books I've read. Like, there is so much going on, like so much, but I'm sad. I mean, I'm having a great time. Like I said, 1 more chapter and then we're done for today. Wait. Okay, I know I said I was only gonna read 1 more chapter, but I lied. I have to read 1 more. And then I'm done because it's so late and I work tomorrow. I'm gonna do it. Okay, 1 more chapter. Just 1 more, I promise.
Chapter 30.
I swear this freaking book is so crazy. Okay, I'm glad I read that extra chapter. I'm at 63%. I'm for real done now because it's late and I'm tired. But I'm loving this book so much. It's keeping me so invested and on my toes, and I just think the plot is so good and there's so much going on. We have like such a huge cast of characters, which honestly in the beginning I was a little overwhelmed by because I was like, I don't even remember everybody's name, and I still don't remember everybody entirely, but I remember the main people, which is all we need to know. I really like our main characters, Elias and Lyla. I really like Lyla because we're kind of meeting her at a point where she's kind of like a really, really low point, and I'm excited to see her like grow and become like stronger. Even now, what I've seen so far, like she's become so courageous and is really putting herself out there, and like I'm telling you guys, things are crazy, the stakes are high, like my girl could die and she's like, I'm gonna be brave for my brother, and I'm like. So basically this book is about a girl who has literally lost everything, all her family not here no more, okay? She only has 1 brother left and he's in prison, like this empire took him, and she wants to save him. So she tries to find the resistance, which is basically the good people, but like at this point I don't even know if they're actually good people. And her parents used to be resistance fighters, but you know, they're not here no more. And she has to go and pretend to be a slave. She's spying on like the commandant, and she's part of the empire, and she's bad. She's so bad. She's actually a really good villain, which I'm really excited about because sometimes we don't have good villains in books and like it really just ruins the story. So she's like a slave. she's really not having a nice time. She's almost got caught, but she's like being so brave, and I'm so proud of her, and she's doing it all because she loves her brother so much. Anyways, and then Elias, he's just an interesting character because, yeah, like he's not bad, but he's also kind of stuck as well. Like in his own way, he's kind of a slave, but not really, right? Because he's like part of the empire, but doesn't really want to be there. It's good. It's a good book. I'm loving it. I honestly know that I'm supposed to start an arc after this, but will I be able to? Because I'm eating this up. I'm already 60% in. I was just thinking, like, I'm kind of reading this slow, but not really. I'm at 60%. I read 20% today. A little over 20%, I think. But anyways, this is it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll let you know if I start a new book or if I just continue with this one. I haven't decided yet. And yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now because I'm so tired. Hi, I just got off of work a while ago. I honestly had a weird morning today. Today is Sunday, and I just was not having a good day. I felt really overwhelmed and overstimulated, and then I went to work. And now I'm here, but I got some Amazon packages that I'm so excited for. So we're gonna do that. I've literally been looking forward to this all freaking day, okay? All day. Okay, so I ordered the first book in this series. What is this series called? Ember and the Ashes series? I don't actually know. But I'm really excited because, like, as you collect them, the spines match. I really wish I would have bought in the second book too, because I'm almost done with this one, but it's so pretty. Wait, does it have a map? Whoa! It doesn't have a map, but it has like a drawing. How pretty. Oh, it does have a map. I lied. This is the new cover. I have the old cover on my Kindle because it's from Libby, so they probably just haven't updated it yet. And then I got more stuff, which I'm so excited to show you. Actually, there's stuff for me and Brody, so maybe I should bring him in. Yeah, he's already coming. Okay, so first of all, I got a coloring book, which I've been wanting for so long. I wanted to join the fun. How cute. And then obviously got some markers, and then Brody, also some white pens. And then Brody got his favorite little spikies. What is this, Bubby? It's a you. So he hasn't got a new spikies since his birthday in April, and the ones he has are just like completely falling apart. He broke all of them. These are his favorite. They're small spiky dog balls because he's little. So he has a green one, he has an orange one, and a blue one. Which one do you want? The green? I'm literally so excited for this. I'm gonna color now. I'm gonna listen to my audiobook and color right this second. I don't know if I said this, but I also got white markers to do like details. So that's really like all of my haul. I am so sorry for the squeaky, but I cannot stop my son. He is having fun, and I'm about to have fun coloring and doing my audiobook, so I can't stop him, you know? This is just part of being a dog mom. Please. This is a true slow burn. I love it. I love it. I love it. Number one, I finished my book. This is literally one of the best books I've ever freaking read. How long was it? How many pages? Let's see. It's it's not even 500 pages. It's 4 something. This book is amazing. Everybody needs to read it. This is gonna be the fantasy It series. I'm pretty sure it was already an It series, but I mean, like, I feel like it's gonna start circulating again. Kayla, you never let me down. Kayla is my friend, by the way. I have like no words right now. Actually, I do. I have a lot of words. First of all, the plot of this book was so amazing. Romance definitely was the subplot, but I wouldn't even say that there's really that much romance. It's like literally like 2% maybe. And I ate it up. Like, I loved that the romance wasn't like the first thing that we saw, because I just needed a change. The plot, the pacing was amazing. So basically it follows two people. It's Elias and Lyla. And Lyla is part of the scholars, which is like the lowest of society. She's going through a lot. She just don't want to say anything, but she goes through a lot, okay? And then Elias is like the head guy. He's like part of the empire, and the empire is bad. They're like people, you know? But he really doesn't want to be there. He's literally just a boy. He's like, no, I'm a good person. I was forced into this role. They like cross each other's paths. Lyla actually becomes a slave. It's really sad. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of dark themes. So I would definitely check my trigger warnings. But I just felt like it was like the stakes were actually high. There was an amazing cast of characters. I was rooting so hard for Izzy. I was a little nervous because I really like this one character named Kian, and I was like, what are you gonna do? And then there's this one character in particular who I'm not gonna even say her name, but I was just confused about her because I was like, girl, I don't know how I feel about you right now, but you know what? I like her. I decided I liked her. But I just feel like it was so well paced, and it was just an incredible story. The world building was not overwhelming at all. It was just, it all flowed so easily. This book is old. Did I say that already? It's like, it came out in 2016 or 2015. I think that's what it said in the audiobook. I loved it. I'm gagged. It was perfect. 5 stars. I was talking to my friend Hallie, and she said that like she kind of felt like it was Tower of Dawn meets a little bit of Star Wars, and I would completely agree with that. Like, it's completely different from Star Wars, but just like the political climate of this book was just like, and then like the just like the amazing storytelling of Tower of Dawn. Snaps for this book. Okay, so this is it for today's vlog. I'm so happy I finished that book. I feel so high on life. You know when you just read a book and you're like, this was everything, and I'm so glad that I'm a reader. That's exactly how I feel. You guys, I wanted to show you my coloring that I did yesterday because I think it's so cute. I'm literally so freaking obsessed. If you aren't into coloring, I highly suggest it. It's just so fun and so therapeutic, and it just really helped my brain decompress. Hi besties. So as you guys know, I finished this book last night. I'm sorry if I sounded a little delirious. It's because I was. I'm still loving it. I did decide to give this 5 stars. I think it's absolutely amazing. Now my next book that I'm going to start is actually completely different. I was supposed to start an arc, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start my reread of a book that I read earlier this summer and I absolutely loved. It just released, and it is the 3rd installment in the Rebel Blue Ranch series by Lassoed. This is the arc. I need to buy the physical copy, like the actual finished copy, but it's literally been sold out at my Walmart since it came out. So I'm like, please, I just want to buy it in real life. So I'm just waiting for it to be back in stock. So I'm listening to this audio because it's just my 2nd time reading it, and it's so good. It's narrated by Samantha Brentmore and Jason Clark, which are amazing narrators. If you're not into audiobooks, I highly suggest for you to listen to this one because it's so amazing. I love Teddy and Gus. Teddy really is like one of my favorite characters from this little world. I just feel like Lyla always hits the mark on everything. And also, if you guys have already read this and haven't read the author's note in the back, please read it. It made me sob. It is so beautiful. I'm always rooting for Lyla. I love her and her characters. So that is what we're reading today. But yeah, this is a cowboy romance. If I didn't say previously, it follows Teddy and Gus. That is, so you meet the previous characters, the other books, but this is Emmy's brother, oldest brother, and this is Teddy, Emmy's best friend. Emmy is the main character in the first book, which is called Done and Dusted. So yeah, definitely read those books if you haven't read this, but I feel like everybody has read Lyla at this point. And yeah, they kind of hate each other. They're beefing. They always like troll each other. It's so freaking funny, and they're gonna fall in love. And it's wonderful and amazing and perfect. I'm actually gonna make some gingerbread cookies. They're gluten-free, dairy-free, everything free. They're from Sweet Lawrence. I really like their chocolate chip cookies, so I'm excited to try these. I don't have like a drizzle I can put on them, which I'm really sad about, which I should probably look up how to make one. next day, I came to buy some coffee. My camera died last night. I'm so bad at charging my camera. I need to be better about it. And I finished my audiobook of Lost and Lassoed by Miss Lyla Sage. Still 5 stars. I think it's just so fun. If you love cowboy romances, I definitely think that you should pick this up. The tropes are single dad, cowboy, nanny, and I think it's done in a way that's a little bit different too from like the original trope. I think it's just very Lyla coded, and it also like has a really good representation of like dad and daughter relationships from like a standpoint of Gus and his daughter, but also Teddy and her dad. So you kind of see 2 parallels, and I think that was really beautiful. And I think the way that Lyla wove like true conflict between friendships as you grow up and as your life changed was so beautiful without making the story too heavy. I think it was just beautiful and I loved it. I did give it 5 stars. The audiobook is amazing. It's such a quick read. 100% recommend if you haven't read this series. I think it's so fun. I love it so much. And I also finished coloring last night. I started a new coloring page, so I was like coloring while I was listening to my audiobook, and it was just the best thing ever. Honestly, I can't recommend it enough if you're kind of feeling overwhelmed and you need like a new hobby, or you just need to decompress your brain. 1000% recommend coloring. I'm gonna link the markers I used, and the coloring book this is the one I have. This is not the Bobby Goods one. This is just like that brand. I don't really care about stuff like that. I would like to get a Bobby one eventually, but this is what was on Amazon, so this is what I got, and it's so cute. That's it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed my chaotic mood reading. Definitely follow me on Instagram if you want to see a little bit more from me on a day-to-day basis at bookish.joanna, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.